so.
Good.
That's all good.
Good evening, everyone. Call to order this meeting of the Board of Education, Rocky Hill, March 13th, 2025, the Rocky Hill Town Council Chambers. First item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, moving along to our second agenda item, special recognition. I'll give it to Dr. Zito.
Thank you, Mr. Slattery. So you may be wondering why we have all these gifts up here for the board. So a couple of things. First of all, last week we celebrated Read Across America. Wendy may talk about this a little bit in her report, but each of you has 2 books by Jarrett Prochaska, The Lunch Lady, and the Punk Farm book. So kids were really excited about this. Great event for the school district and really trying to promote the spirit of reading for kids. So enjoy that. And then Christine Flynn, who is my administrative assistant, provided you with your board appreciation gift. March is Board of Ed Appreciation Month. We could have probably used this Tuesday, some of us, at the basketball game.
Thinking that.
But these are stadium seats, and we know we see you guys at events all the time. I saw a lot of you this past week at a playoff game, and
Very cool.
we appreciate what you do as board members and the time and effort you spend to support the kids and the staff here in Rocky Hill. So special recognition to Christine. She pulled it all together, but you guys deserve it, so thank you. For recognitions tonight, we have a couple of things. I'm going to ask Gabby Brzezowski to come up to the podium, please. Gabby is a tech ed teacher at Rocky Hill High School, does a great job. She's involved in a lot of things, not least among them unified sports. She just came from Gamble Pavilion with the unified kids, so.
Yep, we were just at UConn.
All
We made
over
it
the
back a half
place.
hour ago. So happy to be here. And I would like to invite Tanisha and Ria to join me up here.
So we have Ria Ramesh and Tanisha Sahu are both recipients from recognition for the National Center for Women and Information Technology. These young ladies are leaders in our school. They're role models for other kids, and in particularly pushing technology with women is really an important area of focus. So Gabby's going to tell you a little bit about each of these phenomenal young women.
Yeah, so I'm pleased to announce that I will recognize these 2 exceptional students, Tanisha and Ria, at tonight's meeting. These young women have gone above and beyond this year, showcasing their passion for technology and innovation. Throughout the academic year, Tanisha and Ria have demonstrated outstanding commitment, perseverance, and excellence in their extracurricular and educational pursuits. Their hard work and dedication have not only contributed to their personal growth, but have also positively impacted our school community. They have both enthusiastically embraced challenges, inspired their peers and teachers alike. Tanisha was the 2025 National Center for Women and Information Technology Aspirations in Computing High School Award Connecticut affiliate winner, and Ria was the 2025 NCWIT Aspirations in Computing High School Award Connecticut Honorable Mention Award winner. The NCWIT Aspirations in Computing Award recognizes young women for their achievements and encourages them to pursue computing careers. This prestigious program aims to increase the representation of women in technology and build a pipeline for talented individuals who will lead the future in the computing workforce. Tanisha and Ria's recognition as the Connecticut affiliate winners highlights their exceptional computing skills and dedication to advancing their knowledge in this critical field. Both students have shown remarkable initiative by participating in various programmings like robotics competitions and have been active members in our school's coding club. Their collaborative spirit and leadership qualities have made a lasting impression on their classmates and have fostered a strong sense of community within our school. I am so honored to celebrate their achievements and recognize their contributions. Their success inspires others, motivates fellow students to pursue their interests and reach their full potential in STEM fields. I invite the board members to join me in honoring these outstanding students for their accomplishments as we collectively support the next generation of innovators and leaders. Thank you.
Thank you for that, and congratulations, ladies. All right, moving along to agenda item number 3, audience participation. Actually, before we move on to that, I want to say on behalf of the entire board, thank you very much, Christine and the administration, for the gifts. Certainly, the stadium chair will get plenty of use in my household, so greatly appreciate, and I know probably with everybody sitting at the board. So thank you very much. It's very thoughtful.
Thank you.
All right, moving along to agenda item number 3, audience participation. Meeting open to the public. This is a portion of the meeting specifically set aside for comments from anyone who wants to address the board. We just ask that any speaker state their name and address for the record, and that they keep their comments to 2 minutes. Is there anyone here to address the board tonight? All right, last chance. All right, seeing none, we'll move along to one of my favorite parts, report of student representatives. We'll start with members of the high school student council.
Good evening, everyone. It's hard to believe, but we have just about 60 days left in the school year. It feels like we just started yesterday, and now we're already thinking about finals, graduation, and of course, summer break.
On February 20th, our freshmen had the opportunity to hear from Scott Diskel, a speaker on internet safety. His presentation focused on the importance of being responsible online, something that is especially important in today's digital world. It was a great reminder for students to be mindful of what they share and how they interact online, because once it's on the internet, it's pretty much there forever. Kind of like that embarrassing middle school phase we all try to forget.
March 6th was a very busy day for us. The Girls Club hosted the Women in Action event. This event focused on empowering women and recognizing the impact that they have on our community. Multiple panelists were brought to the event to give great advice on their experience of being a woman. It was an inspiring event that brought together students to celebrate leadership and their strength.
Later that evening on March 6th, the junior class held its first ever trivia night to raise money for their class. It turned out to be a huge success, with students, teachers, and families coming together for a fun and competitive evening. Hopefully this will become a tradition in the future.
Today during school, we hosted our career fair, highlighting post-secondary job opportunities for students who may not want to attend college. Representatives from various trades and industries came to share insights on different career paths. This event was an important reminder that there are many ways to be successful, and we hoped it helped all our students explore new possibilities for their future.
Tonight, the National Art Honor Society is holding its annual Youth Art Month event at the Cora J. Belden Library. Artwork from elementary, Mosher, middle, and high school students is being displayed throughout the library, celebrating creativity across all grade levels. It's always great to see the student artworks showcased in the community. Try to stop by sometime to check out the incredible talent within all our schools. And I'd also like to add on how our athletic department is also growing well, and the girls basketball has actually made the semifinals. So just wanted to, congratulations to them. Wanted to point that out.
Thank you again for your time and support. We look forward to sharing more updates next time if time doesn't keep flying by. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Moving along, report of student representatives from Mosher School.
Good evening, Board of Education members, Central Office Administration, and residents of Rocky Hill. My name is Akili Pamela Tate, and my compadre next to me is Chase Wenzel. We are back. In this presentation, we will provide you with information about Mosher School events. Let's start.
Our 5th grade had an exciting visit to the Peabody Museum. During this trip, students explored a variety of exhibits diving into science, history, and the wonders of the natural world. It was a fantastic experience that brought classroom lessons to life and sparked curiosity in so many students. And for the record, I officially confirm that my parents are not from the Jurassic period. We honored our veterans by displaying photos in the main hallway and creating heartfelt appreciation cards to send to our local veterans home. In the classroom, students explored how our government operates and gained a deeper understanding of the sacrifices made by the brave men and women who served our country. This experience reinforced our gratitude for the service and deepened our appreciation for the freedoms we enjoy.
December. December was filled with winter and holiday excitement at Mosier. It was a busy month, from our fantastic chorus concert to an exciting Spirit Week, and an engaging STEAM assembly that introduced us to the world of robots. We're also incredibly proud of our CCMC PJ Day fundraising efforts this year. We raised an amazing $1,750 for CCMC. The Mosier community truly rocks.
In December, we held a special assembly to honor students who exemplified Mosier's core values, respect, responsibility, and pride. Congratulations to all our outstanding Raptors. We were also treated to a fantastic performance by the Rocky Hill Chorus, who filled the air with holiday cheer. Their beautiful caroling not only delighted us, but also spread joy to other schools in the community. Enjoy the photos above, capturing these wonderful moments.
Connections Program. Our talented students in the Connections Program recently created a vibrant and inspiring art display that now brightens our main office bulletin board. Themed Be the Eye in Kind, this colorful masterpiece serves as the perfect backdrop for showcasing our amazing Raptors of the Week. With creativity and enthusiasm, students created a stunning array of colorful handprints, bringing the board to life with a message of kindness and unity. Their hard work and artistic flair have transformed the space into a cheerful and uplifting focal point for our school. January food drive results. Thank you, and gracias. We've never seen anything like this. It was truly amazing. All week, 4th grade held the lead, but on the final day, 5th grade came through with an incredible number of donated food items. Outstanding job, 5th grade. In the end, both grade levels filled 10 overflowing boxes plus 3 extra items, resulting in a tie. Congratulations to both grades who earned 60 minutes of extra recess. A huge thank you to all the families for your generosity and support. The energy in the building was contagious, and it made for an unforgettable experience. Way to go, Mosier.
Congratulations to Jackson Zadi and Prisha Singh for being our CAS Art Award recipients. Both students were recognized by Ms. Shearer and Mrs. Stevens for their accomplishments, citizenship, and dedication to art and music. We had a great time with the families at the award ceremony celebrating these 2 students and what they have done. Thank you, Mosier families. Thanks to your incredible generosity, we have raised over $15,000 to benefit our students. The Glow Run was a huge success filled with excitement, energy, and unforgettable moments. Our students had an absolute blast, and enthusiasm in the building was electric. A heartfelt thank you to all families who supported the fundraiser and parents who came to cheer on their students as they ran, jogged, or walked their laps. Your presence made the day even more special. We are truly grateful to be part of such a wonderful and supportive community. This event was a shining example of the amazing partnership we have at Mosier to foster student growth and enrich educational experiences. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, since we raised over $15,000, Mr. Casello will be getting slimed in a pink tutu. Why not? The Rocky Hill Police Department joined in on the fun, too. Here's a great moment of some of my peers shaking it to the Macarena.
Kindness Gala. This marks our 2nd year celebrating kindness at Mosier School, and we are immensely grateful for the support of our communities, families, and friends from near and far. Thanks to generous contributions from our Boosterthon fundraiser, As a result, the Kindness Gala was free for all students. Yay! Here at Mosier, February is our favorite month because it's all about spreading kindness. Check out these beautiful moments of our students pledging to be kind and sharing uplifting messages with one another. These heartfelt messages are now proudly displayed in our cafeteria hallways, where they can inspire our entire community. Let's spread kindness and have some fun while we're at it. Here's Nate showing off his amazing worm dance and my peers strutting their stuff on the red carpet. The Kindness Gala is always a fantastic event, with students dressing to impress, and so do the parents. We all had an absolute blast celebrating together. Hashtag Mosier Kindness Month, hashtag Choose Kindness, hashtag Dress to Impress. The Student Council is always dedicated to spreading cheer, and in February, we turned our focus to brightening the day of our staff with our kindness and coffee cart. Because while kindness matters, so does a good cup of coffee. Carnation message. Our carnation sale was a huge success. We sold nearly 500 carnations, and each one helped brighten someone's day here at Mosier. These thoughtful kindness grams were carefully delivered to every classroom by our amazing student council.
A huge thank you to everyone who supported this year's art show. We had an incredible turnout, and it was truly heartwarming to see our community come together to celebrate creativity. A special shout out to Ms. Shearer and our talented young Raptors for their hard work and dedication in putting together such an amazing display. Their creativity and effort really shined and made the event unforgettable. March is the longest school month of the year, and it is also our reading month. And we kicked off with Read Across America Day. This year, Mosier celebrated with our annual Read Across America event with a one book, one author, one community experience from March 3rd through 5th. This marks our 11th consecutive year of this beloved tradition, and we're thrilled to welcome Jarrett Cruscada, author and illustrator, as our special guest. Jarrett was also featured on Shark Tank, answering questions and sharing his ideas with many Mark Cubans. To add even more excitement, our principal, Dr. Diaz, has issued a March reading challenge. If 90% of students participate, Dr. Diaz will be taped to the wall. Additionally, the 4th and 5th grade classes with the highest participation in reading minutes will earn a pizza party and a movie bonus in April. Let's get reading, Mosier.
Student leadership groups. We are thrilled to kick off the second round of Girls Empowerment and Boys Leadership Groups at Mosier, in partnership with Rocky Hill Youth and Family Services. This incredible program gives our students the opportunity to develop essential leadership skills after school, empowering them to become leaders in their community. A big kudos to our student leaders for their dedication and for confidently sharing their leadership insights with the group. Great job. We are so proud of you. Upcoming events. Mosier School is excited to explore the possibility of hosting International Night, a special evening to celebrate culture, diversity, and global connections. Our goal is to provide students and families with a unique opportunity to experience and appreciate different cultures in a fun and interactive way by showcasing traditions from around the world. We aim to foster a sense of inclusion, understanding, and belonging within our school community. This event will bring us together through food, music, dance, games, and so much more. The end of the year is packed with exciting activities and events. We'll have 2 PBIS assemblies to recognize our Raptor leaders, along with 2 STEAM assemblies. One of these will give students and teachers the chance to experience an indoor planetarium. How cool is that? We also have field day and ice cream social for both 4th and... Oh my God.
And a trip to Camp Ingersoll. To top it off, we'll celebrate the fifth grade transition to middle school with a special celebration at the high school, a school picnic, and a fun-filled trip to Lake Compounds. And let's not forget that Dr. Diaz and Mr. Casello are working hard to complete all evaluations on Vector. They are truly a busy duo. At Mosier, we celebrate theme months. March is the month of patience. Patience is a key element of success. Bill Gates. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a wonderful presentation. Should we take a So at this point, we will take a 5-minute recess, assuming somebody motions as such, so that people can take pictures if they want, and then this way people can also sneak out if they like, so they don't have to hang out for the whole meeting. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn, or a motion for recess.
Motion for 5-minute recess.
Moved by Mr. Kosker. Do I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Schabra. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. We're now in recess for 5 minutes.
5?
That's 5 minutes.
5?
Actual 5 minutes.
Actual 5? 5 or 20?
Setting a time.
7:30. We'll be back at 7:30.
Hard 5.
All right, call back to order. Rocky Hill Board of Education meeting. Moving along to agenda item number 4, approval of the minutes. Tonight we have minutes from our February 20th Board of Education meeting. Does anyone have any additions, corrections, or deletions for the minutes? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve the February 20th, 2025 Board of Education minutes.
Moved by Ms. Tucker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Lafredo. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it 8-0. Minutes are approved. Moving along to agenda item number 5, correspondence. Dr. Zito.
No correspondence.
Thank you, Dr. Zito. Agenda item number 6, nothing on the consent calendar tonight. Moving along to committee reports, which should be fairly brief with the budget process. I don't think any of our committees have met, but we'll run through them. Agenda item number 7 is curriculum.
Curriculum has not met since last board meeting.
All right. Facilities, Mr. Gavin is not here tonight. We have not had a facilities meeting again because of the budget. Finance?
We have not met because of the budget.
Budget process.
Sorry.
No worries. 10, personnel and negotiations. Again, Mr. Gavin is not with us, but personnel and negotiations has not met. 11, policy.
We have not met since.
Policy has not met. Special education.
We have not met either.
Correct, counsel.
I just have 2 items. They did receive a clean audit from last year. And Superintendent Douglas testified in Hartford for additional funding. I will have a full budget report at the next meeting.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chabra. Number 14, school safety. Mr. Clemens.
We have not met.
Thank you, Mr. Clemens. And number 15, technology. Mr. Gavin again is not here, but we have not met technology. Everybody's been focusing on the budget, and I do appreciate that. Just moving along, no old business. Moving along to new business. Agenda item number 16 is approval of budget proposal for fiscal year 2025-2026. So with that, I will defer to Dr. Zito.
Sure. So tonight, by town charter, the board needs to adopt its operating budget for 25-26. After a lot of hard work that you all put in, a lot of very good questions, a lot of diligent effort, the budget recommended proposal is a 4.87% increase. That amount is $56,141,771. Again, this was probably about a 2-month process from the initial budget workshops until tonight, and it's been you've been active throughout it with a lot of questions. I think we've solved the eternal equation here, in my view, between providing outstanding services for the kids and balancing that with fiscal efficiency. So I commend you for your efforts on that front. Happy to take any other questions you might have, but my recommendation is that you move ahead with a 4.87% increase.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Zito. Anyone have any questions, comments?
No, I was going to joke and say I just have a list of 7 questions, but I don't have any questions. But I will.
And all the extra credit, sir. You had all
I appreciate
the homework
that. I
questions
appreciate
for
that,
us.
Dr. Zito. But I will say I do appreciate Dr. Zito, Chuck, everyone, the board, because I had a lot of questions here. I think OAL had a lot of stuff and answered it. And I'll say to the public that's watching, this was gone through very thoroughly. We looked at it very closely. I know I did personally, and all the board really looked at it very closely and questioned on a lot of items and got really good, strong answers to represent that it's a good, solid budget. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kosker. Any other questions or comments? I will say, I think that this budget process this year was in some ways a little bit harder than previous years. I feel like because it was such a lean budget, I reviewed it so many times that it was almost frustrating to not have, to feel like we should be doing more. I mean, I know I kind of felt that way. But after going through it all, I think that Dr. Zito came through with a bare bones budget, which is essentially what we had asked him to do, understanding the fiscal realities of where we are, And I think that he did come through on that. So echoing some of Mr. Cosker's sentiments, a big thank you to Chuck, Dr. Zito, Wendy, Christine. I know a lot of work goes in behind the scenes, and to all the principals and all the administrative staff. I know it's a long process that, a lot of it is not seen, but it certainly is understood by the board, so I want to just thank everyone for that. If no one has any other questions, I will entertain a motion.
The Rocky Hill Board of Education hereby adopts its operating budget for fiscal year 2025-2026 in the amount of $56,141,771.
All right, moved by Ms. Tucker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Morfea. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. And the ayes have it, 8-0. Budget is passed at $56,141,771, or budget proposal, I should say.
Well, it's the board's adopted budget.
Correct. All right. Moving along to agenda item number 17, Assistant Superintendent for Personnel and Student Services report.
Ms.
Ms.
Stevenson's in graduate
Stevenson.
school tonight.
She's in class tonight, so
Class,
I think
yeah.
Dr. Zito, I'll defer to you.
No, she really didn't have anything to update the board on this evening.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Agenda item number 18, Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Operations, Mr. Zettergren.
So enclosed in your board packet is the financial report through the month ending February 2025. In this report, I have highlighted some of the line items we will continue to keep an eye on as we progress through the year. We've seen these in previous months' reports as well. We have received the first installment of our excess cost grant from the state in the amount of $550,350. This reimbursement will be reflected in the March financial report, eliminating the current deficit in the tuition account. So that's good news. We will receive our second reimbursement of the excess cost grant at the end of May. We typically present our budget to the town council the last week of April or first week of May. I'm sure Dr. Zito will inform the board once we find out that specific date. And as mentioned last month, we are currently out to bid for our food service management company to provide services associated with running our food service program. We do have a mandatory walkthrough for bidders scheduled next Thursday, beginning at the high school. So we have started that process and will continue. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Zettergren. Anyone have any questions for Mr. Zettergren? Mr. Kosker?
Just a quick question. I know at the state level, they did pass an additional amount of funding.
Right.
And that Rocky Hill's due for a chunk of that. Are you aware of anything on the timing of that? It's for this fiscal year, the way I understand it.
Yes, that's my assumption as well.
Yeah, do you know the time, or they haven't not released that yet? Or?
No, I haven't seen, well, obviously that's going to be split amongst all the districts in the state.
Right.
So still finding out or looking to find out more details as to timing and, what may be coming Rocky Hill's way.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we've heard in the range of 100-something thousand, in that range.
Yeah.
Mid 100,000s or something.
So we.
To cover what they haven't covered in the past.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I just wasn't sure about the timing if we knew that, so.
Right.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kosker. Any other questions for Mr. Zettergren?
I would anticipate they include it in the May payment, but I haven't heard that definitely.
Yeah, it makes sense, but.
Yeah.
I mean, they approved it just the other day.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Zettergren. Moving along to agenda item number 19, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Duran.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good.
I prepared a couple of slides for us this evening, but our spectacular student reps have sort of stolen my thunder, sharing a lot of what I had planned to talk about tonight. So I'm going to speed right through these slides. It'll be nice and quick. So the first thing I just wanted to share is last week was Read Across America week, and we did give you the books, as Dr. Zito mentioned. Across our K-5 schools, we had themed reading days, guest readers, and reading challenges, as our student reps from Mosier shared with you. Author Jarrett Krasaska was a very engaging speaker, and he presented his creative process and the importance of storytelling. He shared information about character development and illustration techniques. And one of his most important messages to the students was to have grit and to persevere. He shared with them the numerous rejections that he received before his big break and how he kept creating new materials the whole time. So the message was just really a wonderful one for our students, and they were just completely engaged throughout the entire presentation. Our high school reps talked to you a little bit about the Women in Action event at the high school, and I was there. I was able to snap a picture of the group. It was a really great turnout, but I think the one thing I want to add that the girls didn't mention was that Miss Viviana Guzman and Miss Lisa Urso were the two high school teachers who put this event together for our students, and they did a fantastic job. The presenters were, again, engaging, inspiring, and just a great message to our female students. And we had middle school students there too, so at both the middle school and high school level. So it's a great event. And then I ran over to the library earlier this week just to snap a few photos because I knew this evening would be very busy. And many of you probably didn't have an opportunity to attend this evening either, but I just wanted to share that the art displays will be up through the month of March. So if you didn't have a chance tonight, hopefully you can get over to the library. And then my last item is that our CTE teachers and our AI committee have started our AI pilot, which I have mentioned last month. We've participated in 4 training sessions so far, and last week we conducted our sessions to kick off the pilot. We had training with Magic School AI, and the strategies that they are learning will enhance their teaching and student learning experiences. We submitted our final proposal to the state a few weeks ago, and we are awaiting final approval before we really fully jump in. But this is going to be a multi-year plan, implementation plan, and we plan to present that to the board in one of our upcoming curriculum subcommittee meetings. So something really exciting to look forward to, and across the board, wherever we've shown this, I shared it with the administrators this week, and they are just blown away by the possibilities that this is going to bring to their workload. They shared with us that on average it reduces a teacher's workload by about 7 hours a week.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's got some great potential.
Can you sign up board members?
We'll see what we can do. So I'll entertain any questions if there are any.
That sounds fantastic. Awesome. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Rand? All right, seeing none, move along to agenda item number 20, Superintendent's Report. Dr. Zito.
Thank you, Mr. Slattery. And I do want to mention that I know there's a lot of excitement in the district about the work that Wendy did along with Danielle Galligan to get this AI grant, one of the few districts in the state working on it. And we're excited about it, and Ms. Lafredo will try to get you any information.
Thank you.
As I mentioned earlier, it's Board Appreciation Month, and Christine really does a great job pulling this together, recognition of what you folks do. You just adopted your budget. That's one of the most important jobs you have as board members. Keeps the funding flowing for another year of education in Rocky Hill. So, again, I just want to thank you, each of you, for taking the process as seriously as you do. It's a lot of time and effort. You don't do this for compensation, and we just really appreciate everything you do to support the kids. So, you know, it's a $56 million budget. I think it meets our needs, and I really appreciate your effort to work with us on this collaboratively. A couple of positive shout-outs here. We have a wrestler at the high school, Olivia Hopkins. I wish Mr. Gavin was here, who just took 5th place in the New England High School Tournament.
Wow.
On her way to the medal stand, she defeated the Vermont State champion and she beat the Massachusetts state champion twice, once in the opening bracket and then in the wrestlebacks, and pretty awesome accomplishment for a Rocky Hill High kid to take fifth in New England. And then our girls basketball team, really kind of a heartbreaking, tough loss, but a packed house. I saw several of you there at the game Tuesday. We're very proud of those kids. It was an amazing run, great kids on that team, and I know they're already chattering about next season and looking forward to it. So a couple of shout-outs there. A couple more items. Next Friday, March 21st at 7 o'clock is the Harlem Wizards charity basketball game. I enjoy that. My basketball days are way, way long ago, so I like to do the scoreboard and let everybody else run around. We don't need old men sustaining injuries like Mr. Nozick in the back with dodgeball. So I'll be safely seated at the scoreboard, but I look forward to the event. We want to thank the Rocky Hill Ed Foundation and the teachers and the staff who agreed to play in the game against the Harlem Wizards. It's a lot of fun. Really awesome community event. The Ed Foundation, every dollar that's raised goes right back into the schools to support the kids. So I also have some marching orders here from Christine. We still have a few spots on the roster for any interested staff members. So if you do have an interest in participating, reach out to Miss Flynn, and she can help you with that. So we look forward. I know many of you come to this event, and it's a lot of fun every March. And then finally, just a quick reminder, the board adopted a series of goals that are on the website way back in 2020, and they were running through 2024. So it's time to work on that again. We have a special meeting scheduled for next week on March 19th at 6 o'clock in Mosher School. And we'll take a look at some draft goals that I'm working with the administration on. And then we'll have a conversation and see where it goes from there. But I think it's time for the board to kind of revisit board goals and lock in on some goals that give us kind of a clear compass in terms of the direction we're moving in. So look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday evening, Mosher School, 6 p.m.
Dr. Zito, may I just quickly,
Sure.
one more thing? Mr. Shabra reminded me, the board may want to know that tomorrow, March 14th, the 9th grade students at Rocky Hill High School are going to have an assembly with Victoria Adams from Southern Connecticut State University, and she's going to address the dangers of vaping. So
at 8:30?
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah. And I've had that, I think, in a couple of updates over the last few weeks, but thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Zito. Thank you, Mr. Rand, for that additional note. Any questions for Dr. Zito?
Briefly, speaking of the vaping, how's it going with the detectors at the high school?
Feedback has been very positive so far. Ron, I don't know if you want to come up, and I know you were installing additional vape detectors today, but they are working very effectively.
Oh, look, he's jumping up, ready to go, this guy.
Don't give away all the secrets, though. The kids might be watching.
So the units arrived about a week and a half ago, and we've been steadily installing them after hours, various locations throughout the building. That's about as much as I'm going to let you.
Fair enough.
So, but they are working. It's absolutely a big deterrent. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it's going to be money well spent, and we'll keep the kids at least a little bit healthier while they're with us for 7 hours a day. So,
Thank you, Ron.
Yep.
Good question, Mr. Clemens. Any other questions? All right, moving along to agenda item number 21. It's my report. I will again thank Christine, the administration, for the gifts, in particular the stadium chair. The blanket is in my trunk, and I've used it numerous times on the field already. My kids know it's there. My wife knows it's there, so it's always there in the clutch. So thank you. It's a very thoughtful gift. Did want to also congratulate the girls' basketball team. Although the season didn't end the way that they, I'm sure, wanted. It was an amazing season. It was a lot of fun to watch. It was fun to be a part of. And I know there was a couple people from the board who were at the last game, but one of the things that struck me wasn't only how well they played, but the support that showed up from our town was pretty moving. And if you were there, the comparison of, our crowd, so semifinals are played at a neutral site, so no one has a home team advantage. But our team and our town showed up to support our team tremendously, which I thought was just so cool. So big shout out to them. Looking forward to next year. Harlem Wizards, unfortunately, I have a conflict that I cannot get out of. Otherwise, I would be participating in that. But I did want to, obviously, Dr. Zito already mentioned it, but if you are around, it's always a blast. It was fun last year. And a huge shout out to the Rocky Hill Education Foundation because they do so many tremendous, wonderful things for, to supplement us. It's a huge help. Wanted to thank Mr. Clemens for, I know, being able to participate in the Read Across America. He read at Stevens. So thank you. I also read at Stevens. It was quite an interesting experience. I've never read to a group of kids, so third graders. It was more nerve-wracking than being in court, actually. So, which was interesting, but it was really nice. It was really nice.
I remember those days. when
Yeah.
Mr. Nozick asked me at West Hill.
Yeah, it was nice. And then just another thank you to everyone. I know the budget process and the time of budget is an exhausting time for all of us. I think that everyone clearly took it seriously, and the questions were great. The discussion was robust, and I think that it's clear that the process was thorough. So thank you all for that. Other than that, I think that covers everything. So, anyone have any questions for me?
I don't have a question, but can I also give another shout out?
Certainly.
There's been a lot of shout outs tonight, but in the Rare Reminder tonight, you're going to see a beautiful article that was written on the 7th grade travel team from GMS, who also won a championship under the direction of Bob Packer and Matt Ferrara. And I just want to thank Jason Maziarz. He gave the kids quite a nice shout out on the intercom the day after they won their championship game. And a lot of kids came home really excited because they got this, celebratory shout out. But the article itself was very well written. So don't forget to check it out in the sports corner of the Rare Reminder.
Thank you so much for sharing, Ms. Lafredo. I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
That's exciting, very
It's
exciting.
a great game.
Wonderful.
Be the team they lost to twice, right?
Correct.
Oh, that's
Yes.
even more exciting.
Yes.
Undefeated.
And they were undefeated.
Yes, it was really it was an amazing game, and the kids worked really hard. They practiced for quite some time, and having gone in and lost twice to them to win, really awesome. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. I will definitely be looking for the Rare Reminder. All right, any other questions, comments? Mr. Kosker?
Yeah, just a quick question. It's something I brought up before, and just thought to take this opportunity to quickly bring it up again. I know we've talked about it at one of the safety committee meetings, and I've emailed on the topic. I know we discussed at the safety committee meetings our policies and procedures around handling immigration issues when immigration or ICE comes to our schools, and we had a great presentation by Dr. Zito, by Chief Klett, on what our policies and procedures are here in town, and I was really impressed, actually. I thought it went very well, and I think the community would be very pleased with what our policies and procedures are for that. What I was hoping for was some way to get that information out to the community in a broader way, so I just wanted to kind of bring that up to your attention again, because I know I've done it at the committee meeting, but just wanted to do it here tonight as well. That if we can find a way to get that information out to the community would be wonderful. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kosker. Anyone have any other questions?
I just have a comment. I want to thank Chuck for his last budget.
Oh,
There's a lot of people don't know he will be retiring at the end of this school
Oh,
year.
you're right. Good call.
So
This is your last budget.
big shout out to Chuck.
brought us-
Thank
you brought us home.
Yeah.
Closed out strong.
Not yet, we gotta go to the council.
Look too happy over there.
Yeah. So hopefully you could pass it off to Scott and it'll
the
be
next one.
just as good as a budget.
No pressure, Scott.
You gonna say
No
good-
pressure, no pressure, but
Thank you, I appreciate that.
yeah.
All right. Thank you. Very good point, Ms. Manella. Thank you. All right. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Moved by, I heard it, but I didn't see. Moved by Ms. Morphia. Do I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Shabra. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it 8-0. We are adjourned at